Hello, welcome to Free Your Compass. This is Francis. Trigger warning for this video. I explore a rather dark place, being sort of going through a lot of mental, emotional turmoil, and decided that the only way to get through it was to explore it more deeply. Over the last few days I've written this. I got a colleague to proofread it, and he agreed that it's good, but it's very important that there's a trigger warning on there, because it does go to places that if you are in a sufficiently fragile mental or emotional state, it could potentially push you over the edge. Be aware of that. If you are feeling uncomfortable, one of two things: either stop immediately and talk to someone and or get help, or if you push through to the end, it does have a positive lift towards the end. So it's a bit of the old roller coaster ride. It goes deep and dark, but then it comes back up. I know this is going to resonate with a lot of people out there, and I hope you really get something out of it. I'm not going to video it with me talking. I'm going to have a nice background to it. Other than that, please listen. I hope you get something out of it. Be aware, it does go deep and dark. There is also swearing in it, so if you have a problem with that, be aware. And thank you. Here we go. What's the point? Seriously, every goddamn day, 5 days a week, working a job just to survive. 2 days off to recover and do it all again. There's no way out. Be doing this crap till I die. Look at you, you fat bastard, constant stupid mistakes, making everything worse. Even when you finally start doing something right, you're so deeply in the hole that you'll never get out. Bad financial decisions. Seemed good at the time, of course. None of it worked out. Why would it? It's not like you've ever been one of the lucky ones. All I have left to show for all my hard work and effort is a mountain of debt, just enough to keep me on the treadmill of slavery to the system, just enough to make it impossible to escape. Where's the light at the end of the tunnel? What is there to look forward to? Seriously, why the hell am I even here? Non-stop struggling with eating habits? The quick fix to make me feel better in the moment, but obviously makes it feel worse in the long run. Can't lose weight if you keep eating crap. Work life is a repetitive hell. Customers and clients treat you like garbage. So much so now that the decent human being that treats you like a person is a joyful experience. It's so rare now. Corporations you work for genuinely don't give a stuff about you. Lip service given to anti-bullying laws, zero tolerance for abuse from bosses. We all know that's a load of shit. Company image and profit line are the only things that matter. To hell with your mental health, to hell with your family, to hell with any semblance of a life outside of work. You don't matter to the system. You don't even rate. And if you even dare to try being heard, your fellow man will quickly smash you back to your place at the bottom of the heap. Don't even think of criticizing me. God, you've got no idea what's already going through my head. I've berated and beaten myself more than you ever could. The only thing you'll achieve is to confirm to that cruel voice within that every horrible thing I tell myself is true. The pain of every single error, failing, and misstep I've ever made, being relived 1,000 times, is mine to suffer. You have no idea. I don't even have to do something wrong today to feel worthless and useless. I've made enough mistakes in my life to keep that self-talk going for an eternity. Why? Why am I so goddamn cruel to myself? In this world where cruelty and uncaring self-absorption is everywhere. The one ally I should have is myself, but no, I wouldn't treat my worst enemy like this. And yet it's a non-stop, constant barrage of bile and vilification that I present myself with. I make myself feel worthless. No need for outside input, just makes it louder. I have an amazing wife. That should make me realize I'm lovable and worthy. It does sometimes, but other times I feel like I'm a fake. I'm scared that one day she'll see through to the real me, the one I keep locked up and beat on and degrade and hate on all day, every day. You know the one. you hide yours too. Of all the things that destroy us, our self-talk will take us down faster and further than anything else. The pain and the horror that we see and experience in life is nothing compared to the nightmare in our heads and hearts. The outside world merely becomes an avenue to either prove that we deserve it or to punish ourselves further. Glimmers of hope and joy and love exist for us, but the pain overwhelms. A battle to escape the monotonous humdrum of garbage of existence, an effort to gain a genuine life, constantly pushed back by the mistakes and debt of the past. Why is it that we only gain the wisdom to make the right choices once it's too late? Are they even the right choices anyway? I have a lot to live for. A lot of wonderful things in my life, it's true. And so do you. But how do you focus on the good stuff? How do we give so much focus and attention to those parts that it drowns out the rest? How, when the majority of our life is doing something that we at best tolerate, just so we can afford to live and hopefully have enough left over, money and energy, to do something we actually want to do? I don't know. People will say other people have it worse. Well, seriously, fuck off. Go and tell somebody with a compound fracture or a bullet wound to the gut that it could be worse. How fucking unhelpful a statement like that. We're suffering, and the best that you can say is other people are worse off. Come back when you have a solution, because that statement is part of the problem. Multi-millionaires telling me how I can be rich too just by changing my focus? Dude, it's been so long since you were poor, you can't even remember how you got rich. Positive thinking's not is a step. It's not a fucking strategy. But let's be real about it. There are only two real choices here. The first is to give up completely. That can be interpreted a couple of ways. End it all or give up and live in squalor. Either way, it's cop-out. You know it, I know it. And seriously, neither of those solves a thing. One of them just passes the pain over to somebody else, and the other just changes the kind of pain you're suffering. But the second option is to do something. Anything, really. Find something to fight for or claw your way out. Yes, the odds are so heavily stacked against you that it may be futile. But there is beauty in the effort. I, like you, can see there's a snowball's chance in hell of getting anywhere. But you know what? That chance is zero if we don't change. If we don't strive to get better, to make it better, we will never get anywhere and the pain will be eternal. So what then? Well, the first step is simple. It's even more simple than figuring out what you want. It's simply a matter of deciding that you're willing to do something about it. Like what, you ask? Steps to make this life just a little less frustrating and depressing. Small at first, but you need to commit. This is your life, and for better or worse, you're in the driver's seat. Maybe the roads aren't yours. Maybe it's packed with roadworks and potholes and detours. But you're the driver. Take that responsibility. Accept it. Warts and all. Yeah, you've screwed up. Yeah, you've made bad choices. Yeah, the future looks like an endless repeat of the same, over and over and over and over again. But to hell with it. Where we are now sucks. So, you may as well find out if there's a less sucky place down the road. What can you change? What do you have the power to do right now to make your life just a little bit better? I'm not talking about big things, just something small, something simple, something that you can do to show yourself that you have the ability to affect your world. We have our own vices and addictions and negative coping mechanisms, so let's not start there. That's going to be a bit of a struggle. Let's start with something more simple, something that's practical. How about clean your room? It's a simple task, but it gets your immediate environment in order. Tidy it up. Put your clothes away, wash your sheets, throw away the rubbish. Just make it look clean and tidy. If you don't have cupboards and drawers, fold it up, make it neat piles. Just tidy and organised. I'm not talking about a miracle. It's your room, it's small, it's simple. But you can control that. For some of us, that's going to be a few minutes. For some of us, it's hours. But stick with it. Get it done. It's in your control. No one else's. Just you. A clean room is in your power. You have the power to keep it that way. Now a task for starting the day with a good habit. In the morning, make your bed. If you make your bed, you start the day with something you can control. And if you do it properly, you can even take some pride in a job well done. It gives you one simple win to start the day with. And if nothing else goes right that day, you will at least have 3 simple little things to hold on to. A clean room, the fact you put the effort into making your bed, and you're going to get into a nicely made bed that night. It's small, but it's 3 positive things that you've achieved each day that you didn't before. Look at that. If we can make a change for the better and take control of our lives in these small ways, then maybe we can do more. But let's just make a habit of these little things first. Do this for a week with me. Join me next week as I challenge myself to the next step. And one more thing, if you have a job, regardless of how you feel about it at the moment, take a deep breath. Tell yourself that you're just going to do your best. And that is enough. And actually, really try to do your best. Thank you. I'll see you next week.